In a distant corner of the galaxy, an advanced alien empire was on a mission to explore the universe. Their ships glided through the stars, guided by advanced AI systems and cloaking technology that rendered them nearly invisible to any threats. The Empire had conquered many worlds, and their technology was unmatched. They believed themselves to be the apex species, invulnerable and superior. One day, the Empire's scouts detected a small blue planet, Earth. Curious about the primitive beings inhabiting it, the alien commanders decided to investigate. They thought humans were just another weak species, lacking any real power or intelligence. The alien ship approached Earth, hidden by its cloaking device, ready to gather information without being seen. As the ship descended through the atmosphere, it released a small drone to observe the humans. The drone buzzed silently through the skies, capturing images of bustling cities, quiet countryside, and the diverse activities of people. The aliens were fascinated by the humans' everyday lives, but they remained skeptical of their capabilities. Suddenly, the drone's sensors picked up something unexpected. A group of human soldiers was conducting a training exercise in a nearby forest. The aliens watched intently as the humans demonstrated remarkable teamwork and discipline. They moved swiftly, coordinating their actions with precision. The aliens were surprised to see how the humans used their surroundings to their advantage, blending in with the environment and using clever tactics to outsmart their opponents. In a moment of folly, the drone malfunctioned, revealing its position. The soldiers immediately reacted, their instincts kicking in. They worked together, quickly launching a simulated counterattack against the perceived threat. The alien observers could hardly believe their eyes. These humans, whom they thought were primitive, were displaying a level of resourcefulness and aggression that was startling. The soldiers worked with a fierce determination, their faces set in grim resolve. As the soldiers moved through the forest, they utilized their weapons with skill, each movement calculated and efficient. The aliens were taken aback. They had expected humans to flee or panic, but instead they witnessed a display of raw courage and tactical thinking. Zarak, the alien commander overseeing the mission, couldn't shake the feeling that these humans were hiding something beneath their ordinary appearances. Determined to gather more data, the aliens decided to send in a more sophisticated probe equipped with cloaking technology. This time, they hoped to observe the humans without being detected. However, humans were not so easily fooled. Their radar systems, built for national security, picked up the faint signals emitted by the cloaked probe. As the alien probe quietly hovered, a squad of human soldiers quickly mobilized. Using their advanced communication systems, they pinpointed the probe's location. They prepared their high-tech anti-drone weapons, a combination of old military tactics and new technology, showcasing their ability to adapt. Zarak watched in awe as the humans worked together with a surprising level of efficiency. The soldiers fired their weapons, and with a brilliant flash, the probe was struck. The aliens were stunned. How could these seemingly primitive beings detect their advanced technology? This was not the response they had anticipated. Instead of cowering in fear, humans had risen to the challenge, revealing their latent potential. Back on the alien ship, Zarak convened a meeting with his fellow commanders. He passionately argued that they had underestimated the humans. They are more than they appear. Their instincts, their adaptability, they could be a serious threat to our empire. But the others dismissed him. They scoffed at the notion that these creatures could ever rival their superior technology. Despite their skepticism, Zarak remained convinced. He ordered further observations, determined to understand the humans better. What made them tick? Why were they so resilient? He had to find out. As the alien ship continued to hover above Earth, they were unaware that their presence had not gone unnoticed. The humans were starting to piece together the mystery of the strange disturbances in the sky. They could feel something was off, and they were preparing for whatever threat might come their way. The first contact had occurred, but what would happen next? Would the aliens realize the true power of humanity before it was too late? The tension in the air was palpable, setting the stage for an epic confrontation that neither side was ready to face. The unseen potential of the humans was just beginning to unfold, and soon the galaxy would be stunned by what they were capable of. After the surprising events surrounding the drone incident, Zarak felt a growing sense of urgency. He knew that the alien empire had underestimated the humans. As the ship floated above Earth, he convened a meeting with the other commanders, eager to share his concerns. "The humans have shown extraordinary resilience," Zarak said, his voice firm. "They are not the weak beings we thought they were. Their ability to detect our probe and respond so quickly proves that they are clever and resourceful." But the other commanders laughed. "You're seeing things, Zarak. They are just animals playing with sticks. Our technology is far superior. We will crush them easily," one commander scoffed, dismissing Zarak's warnings. Determined to prove his point, Zarak ordered a more aggressive approach. He proposed a small-scale assault on a human military base to test their defenses. "Let us show them our strength. We will send a small unit to capture their weapons and observe their strategies up close," he suggested. The other commanders reluctantly agreed, seeing this as an opportunity to demonstrate their superiority. The plan was set in motion. Under the cover of darkness, an elite team of alien soldiers, equipped with cloaking technology and advanced weapons, descended towards the military base. As they approached, the aliens felt confident. They expected the humans to be caught off guard, easy targets for their superior tech. However, as the alien unit breached the perimeter of the base, they were met with an unexpected sight. The humans were ready. They had anticipated a possible attack and had set up defenses that even Zarak hadn't foreseen. Alarms blared as the aliens moved into the base, and the humans quickly mobilized. The aliens found themselves facing a barrage of fire. The humans were armed with high-tech weapons and had established a series of traps and countermeasures throughout the area. Zarak watched in shock as the humans fought back with a level of skill and determination that surprised even him. They coordinated their actions flawlessly, using their environment to their advantage, just as they had done in the forest. One alien soldier was taken aback by the fierce resistance. "They fight like they have nothing to lose," he shouted, trying to maintain his composure amid the chaos. Humans fought with an intensity fueled by their instinct to survive. Each alien advance was met with fierce resistance, and soon the tables began to turn. Realizing they were in danger, Zarak ordered a tactical retreat. They had come to observe and capture, but instead they were now being pushed back. The humans had rallied together, refusing to back down. Their ability to adapt and fight fiercely revealed their true strength. As the alien unit retreated, Zarak's mind raced. This was not how it was supposed to go. He had witnessed the humans' unexpected resilience firsthand. It became clear to him that the humans possessed something special, a fighting spirit that no amount of technology could easily overcome. Back on the alien ship, Zarak tried to explain to his fellow commanders what had just happened. "We can't underestimate them any longer. They are not just primitive beings, they are capable of incredible resistance and adaptability." Finally, some of the commanders began to see the truth in Zarak's words. They were no longer just facing another species, but an opponent with the potential to challenge their empire. With newfound respect, the aliens decided to regroup and rethink their strategy. They realized that underestimating the humans could lead to their downfall. The stakes had risen, and now they would need to approach their next encounter with caution. As the alien ship hovered above Earth, the tension grew. The battle was just the beginning. The resilience of humanity would be tested time and again, and Zarak was determined to understand what made these beings fight so fiercely. The galaxy would soon witness a confrontation unlike any other, where the true strength of humanity would shine through. After the failed assault on the human military base, Zarak felt a mixture of frustration and determination. He had witnessed the humans' incredible resilience firsthand, and it was clear that underestimating them had been a grave mistake. The alien commanders were finally starting to listen, but the Empire's leaders were still reluctant to accept the true nature of their enemy. In the command center of the alien ship, the atmosphere was tense. Zarak gathered the commanders once more, ready to share his insights. "We have underestimated the humans for too long. They are not just a weak species. They have the potential to be a serious threat to our empire. If we continue to attack them without a solid plan, we risk losing everything." But one of the top commanders, Zelrith, spoke up with a scoff. "You are overreacting, Zarak. We have superior technology. With just a larger force, we can crush them once and for all. This time, let's send in a full battalion." Zarak shook his head. "A direct assault could lead to disastrous results. They are learning and adapting quickly. We need to be smarter, not just stronger. A larger force may lead to greater losses." Despite Zarak's warning, Zelrith and the other commanders were eager to prove their might. They decided to go ahead with the plan to attack Earth again, but with an even larger force. Their confidence was misguided, and Zarak could sense the impending disaster looming over them. As preparations began, the alien empire mobilized hundreds of ships and thousands of soldiers. The fleet was equipped with the latest technology, ready to unleash their firepower on Earth. Zarak watched with growing concern, knowing that a full frontal assault could backfire spectacularly. The day of the attack arrived, and the alien fleet moved into position. From their ships, the aliens observed Earth's surface. The humans were preparing as well. They had been alerted to the alien presence, and now the planet was on high alert. Humans were not just waiting for the attack, they were ready to defend their home. As the alien ships descended toward the planet, they activated their cloaking devices, believing that the element of surprise would secure their victory. But unbeknownst to the aliens, the humans had been developing countermeasures. They had created technology capable of detecting cloaked ships. When the alien ships emerged from invisibility, they found themselves met with unexpected resistance. A squadron of human fighter jets scrambled into action, launching an assault on the alien fleet. The aliens were taken by surprise as missiles soared through the sky, striking their ships. "Deploy the shields!" commanded Zelrith, panic creeping into his voice. But it was too late. The humans had prepared for this moment, and their counterattacks were relentless. The alien fleet began to take heavy damage. Zarak felt a sinking sensation in his stomach. This was turning into a catastrophe. Ships were exploding in the atmosphere, and the once confident alien commanders were now scrambling to regain control. The humans fought with a fierce determination, refusing to back down. In the chaos, Zarak struggled to communicate with his team. "We need to regroup! We cannot afford to lose more ships!" he shouted. But the situation was rapidly spiraling out of control. The alien forces were crumbling under the onslaught of the humans, who were now fiercely defending their territory. The battle raged on, and it became clear that the Empire's decision to attack had been a fatal mistake. Instead of proving their superiority, the aliens were revealing their vulnerabilities. The humans, once underestimated, were showing their true potential as fierce defenders of their planet. As the dust began to settle and the remnants of the alien fleet retreated, Zarak could only watch in horror. The Empire had underestimated the strength and resilience of humanity, and now they were facing the consequences of their arrogance. In that moment, Zarak realized that the humans were not just fighting for survival. They were fighting for their home, their families, and their future. And with every battle, they were becoming stronger. The galaxy was changing, and the aliens would have to rethink their strategy if they wanted to survive. As the smoke cleared from the battlefield, the humans emerged as unexpected victors. The alien fleet had retreated, leaving behind wreckage and a clear message. Humanity would not be easily defeated. The fight had awakened something deep within the human spirit, a fierce determination to protect their home at all costs. In the aftermath of the battle, humans came together in a way that had never been seen before. Nations put aside their differences, uniting against a common enemy. Leaders from all over the world gathered to discuss how to strengthen their defenses and prepare for future attacks. The event sparked a wave of patriotism and resilience among the people. In military command centers around the globe, discussions turned to strategy. General Collins, a seasoned leader, stood before a group of military experts. "We have proven that we can fight back," he said, his voice steady. "But we need to build on this momentum. We need to develop new technology, train our forces, and prepare for whatever the alien empire throws at us next." Scientists and engineers worked day and night to create advanced weaponry and defensive systems. They shared ideas and knowledge, pushing the boundaries of human innovation. Inspired by the alien technology they had witnessed, they designed systems capable of countering the advanced cloaking and weaponry that the aliens used. Each breakthrough fueled their determination to protect Earth. Meanwhile, Zarak watched from the alien command ship, grappling with the reality of what had just happened. The humans were adapting rapidly, and their newfound unity was both impressive and alarming. His previous warnings had been ignored, and now the Empire was facing a threat they had never anticipated. The humans were rising, not just in arms but in spirit. Zarak felt a sense of urgency. He gathered a small team of loyal soldiers and proposed a new plan. "We cannot underestimate these humans again. We need to understand their strengths and weaknesses," he said. Our previous tactics failed because we dismissed their potential. We must learn from our mistakes. While the humans prepared for battle, Zarak's team began to investigate human culture. They studied everything from history and literature to military tactics and philosophies. What made humans so resilient? Why were they willing to fight for their planet? They discovered tales of heroes and warriors who had stood against great odds throughout history. These stories inspired them, and Zarak began to see the humans in a new light. As the days turned into weeks, humanity's resolve only grew stronger. The world witnessed the rise of new leaders who inspired hope. Young inventors emerged, creating gadgets and devices to enhance human capabilities. There were stories of ordinary citizens banding together to support their troops, organizing rallies and raising funds for the war effort. In the heart of a bustling city, a young woman named Maya worked tirelessly in a laboratory, driven by her desire to contribute to the fight. She had always dreamed of becoming an engineer, and now she was on the front lines of innovation. Her team developed a powerful new energy source, one that could power advanced weapons and defense systems. Maya knew that this technology could turn the tide of battle in favor of humanity. With every passing day, the humans grew more organized and united. They launched training programs, preparing ordinary citizens to defend their homes. Civilians learned how to use weapons, set up communications, and respond to alien attacks. They were no longer just passive observers. They were active participants in their fate. The message was clear: humanity was rising. No longer seen as underdogs, they were transforming into a formidable force. The alien empire had awoken a sleeping giant, and the fight for Earth was just beginning. The stage was set for an epic showdown, where the resilience of humanity would be tested like never before. As Zarak continued to observe from above, he realized that the upcoming battles would not just be about technology, they would be about heart, determination, and the unbreakable spirit of humanity. The galaxy would witness a struggle unlike any other, and the outcome was uncertain. The news of humanity's unexpected victory spread like wildfire across the galaxy. Alien empires, once confident in their technological superiority, were now in a state of shock. How could a primitive species like humans rise up and defeat a powerful alien fleet? The question echoed through the halls of various intergalactic capitals, igniting fear and disbelief among alien leaders. In the central council chamber of the Zorax Empire, leaders gathered to discuss the implications of humanity's newfound strength. High Commander Vrenox slammed his fist on the table, his voice booming. "This is unacceptable! A mere species of mammals has defied us. We cannot allow this to continue. They must be brought to heel!" The other council members murmured in agreement, but some were more cautious. "We must consider the consequences of underestimating them again," one advisor warned. "Their resilience and ability to adapt suggest they are capable of even more than we know. If we attack again without a solid plan, we risk everything." Meanwhile, back on Earth, the mood was different. Celebrations erupted as humans rejoiced in their victory. Soldiers were hailed as heroes, and civilians honored their bravery. Yet, deep down, everyone knew that this was just the beginning. The alien empire would not take this defeat lightly. In a conference room filled with military leaders and scientists, General Collins spoke with determination. "We have surprised the aliens, but we cannot rest. They will come back stronger and angrier. We need to be ready for the next wave. Our survival depends on our ability to anticipate their moves." Maya, the young engineer, presented her new energy source to the military leaders. "This technology can power our defenses and weapons. We need to integrate it into our systems immediately," she urged. The room buzzed with excitement as the potential of her invention became clear. Across the galaxy, the Zorax Empire was not the only one reacting to humanity's rise. Other alien civilizations began to take notice. The once dismissive species were now studying humans closely, intrigued by their spirit and resilience. Diplomats from various worlds reached out to Earth, some proposing alliances, while others offered assistance in developing advanced technologies. However, not all reactions were friendly. Some empires saw humanity as a threat that needed to be eliminated before they could rise further. They began to strategize on how to crush this new power, plotting alliances of their own against the humans. In the shadows, secret meetings were held to discuss the possibility of a coordinated attack to eliminate the human threat once and for all. Back on Earth, the military was aware of the shifting dynamics in the galaxy. General Collins and his team worked tirelessly to forge alliances with other civilizations that recognized humanity's potential. They invited representatives from various alien species to Earth to discuss mutual protection and share knowledge. As the first alien ambassadors stepped onto Earth, they were greeted with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. Humans were eager to learn about their technologies, while the aliens were amazed by the determination of the human spirit. Zarak, having defected from the alien fleet after witnessing humanity's resilience, stood alongside the ambassadors. He spoke passionately about the need for cooperation. "We may be from different worlds, but our goals are the same, peace and survival," Zarak declared. The room fell silent as humans and aliens considered his words. It was an unprecedented moment, a chance for a new alliance that could change the fate of the galaxy. Yet the Zorax Empire was not idle. They plotted their next move, determined to crush this alliance before it could take root. The galaxy was now a powder keg, waiting for a spark that could ignite a larger conflict. As tensions rose, the stage was set for a showdown that would determine the fate of humanity and the galaxy. Would the humans rise to meet the challenge, or would they fall to the forces determined to extinguish their flame? The universe was watching, and the outcome was uncertain. The galaxy was in shock, and every species was left to ponder what this new era of humanity would mean for their own futures.